Man, it doesn't look like it's going to. I swear. Boop, boop, boop.
Oh, I thought that was me. I'm going, what's going on?
No, that's my phone. Somebody, somebody's texting me. We already got one comment. Oh, that's Cassie posted that thing. So if anybody pops in, they can go on those. If somebody from Morgan's Moonshine Group comes in and we don't see the comments, they can click her link and go to the comments.
Oh, there you go. It says you're live, 37 seconds.
Woohoo!
There you go. Hello, everybody.
Uh-oh. It says we're having trouble streaming to your destination. It is possible the stream was ended or deleted on this destination. This can also occur. Yeah, see, it's not doing my group. Damn it. That really sucks. I don't know how to fix it.
I haven't learned that part yet.
Yeah, I'm going to have to holler at Cassie again. I hate doing that. Well, it's got the code in it. I don't know why it won't do it. Brian LPR Shine, how you doing? Welcome in, buddy. Yeah, I don't think it's streaming divine. It says it's not. Brian, can you hear us all right?
Put Princess Moonshine's page on my phone. And that way I can see the comments. Still got JB Raider on there talking.
Yeah, but there won't be on my page. We won't be able to see the comments from my page. The point. Even though you go to Cassie's, you'll be seeing the comments from hers. Fluid and clear. I'm not stopped up from a cold or a flu. Well, that sucks. I'm gonna have to text Cassie and see if she can do it. One of these days. There. I text her. She can help me. Great. If not, oh well.
Yep. There you go.
See, we got somebody else in here, but I can't see who it is.
No, I'm thinking it's probably me because I'm on
Oh, okay.
Princess Moonshine's
Just,
page.
just the three of us.
Uh,
Woohoo!
Brian gets a
Hey,
private.
Brian. While you're here, Brian, I did get your package today, sir. I have not opened it yet. I haven't even opened it. I hate trying to open these things. They're always a pain in the butt. But I've had boxes that were even harder. So. All right. What we got here? I'm afraid to drop something, especially out here. I got so much shit scattered everywhere. Oh, I've been wanting these. Dude. Hell yeah. Ocean water. Dude, I've been wanting that.
I,
Cool.
I gave my son one of those and he bit down on it. And
Oh,
my jaw felt bad for him. He did. He cracked it right in half. I was like, wow.
oh my God.
To have young
Yeah,
teeth.
that's pretty cool.
Nice. There you go.
Damn, dude, you sent me a 4X? Just kidding. Well, now we got some viewers. That's good.
Yep, there's three of Scott Thompson. Hi, Scott.
Nice. Well, welcome everybody to the very first episode of the Witching Hour. Lisa Day and I are going to talk about cold remedies. Hey, David Dance, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, Dave.
Speaking of healing, I hope you're healing quite nicely there, Dave.
Yeah.
But we just want to share with people this flu and cold season and some home remedies of self help, if you will, remedies, uh, different tinctures or whatever. So if you have any comments or anything that you like us to talk about, or as far as if you have certain remedies, please feel free to share. Lisa and I will be putting on the Morgan's Moonshine group page uh, in a chat where we're going to title it "Herbal Remedies," something to that effect. And you can click on that link and join in the comments, get recipes and stuff. That's what we're going to be posting. We did some stuff on here. It's just not going to quite show it to where you guys can see it well enough or get understanding of it. Hey, Kitty Parker. But so that way, the things that we post here and that you cannot see, just go to that link on the chats of Morgan's Moonshine Group, and then you'll be able to read those.
I
Get
posted
the
mine to the book, the Lost Herbal Remedies. And
right. I'm going to post it in the comments. There's a link that Lisa and I are going off of. It's I have the book, and I'm sure you've all heard of it, or have it, or seen it. The Lost Book of Herbal Remedies. And that's what we're going to be talking out of about these remedies and stuff, or articles about that are in this book. So I'm going to post a link to where you can check it out yourself and see what we're talking about. If there's a certain uh, ailment or something, and then you can look it up, or we can tell you the page, and you can go directly to that page through this link. It's a copy. It's a digital copy of this book. So let me post that link if I still have
it,
it.
it's free and it doesn't load up on your phone. It stays right on Google, so it doesn't take up any memory on your phone.
There you go. If you guys want to screenshot that or type it, I'll leave it up there for a little bit, and you guys can copy that, screenshot it, whatever you want to do. I wish I had a straight link better than this, where it was more like one of the barcodes.
I
But this is
shared the same link like that in the comments in the Morgan's Moonshine when I said we'll be here at 8 o'clock for a podcast. And
oh,
down in
okay.
the comments, I posted it there.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you, Lisa. And right now, apparently, I'm not. I don't have a connection, or I'm not streaming to my page once again. We'll just see what happens. It's hard for me to see the comments if you're in a. Well, I'm not even streaming to it, so I'm not going to worry about it. But did Lisa? Can you possibly post Cassie's link on my page? That way, people can click that and
Yep.
do something like that, where you say, "Hey, having difficulties. If you want to join the show and join in the comments, click this link." Can we do that, or do
Yep.
you want me to do it? You got it.
Yep.
Cool. Awesome. I wanted to comment on Lisa being a co-host, and I really appreciate her. And I know she's into herbal remedies, and that's how we got to talking. And I'm into them as well, and have a horticulture background. So we decided between us that we are going to put this together. A lot of people have gotten grown interest in this and want to get more involved in learning new remedies for home remedies. And rather than relying on the doctors and going to see a doctor about this, that, and the other and having high bills. We all know how costly that can be, as well as a lot of these things have different side effects, and or it might cure the cough, but it makes you really drowsy or whatever. So with the home remedies, you can look up things and do things where you don't have bad effects, to cure your ailment. Say you want to cure cough, basically a cough drop or something like that, right? But a lot of times when you go to the doctor and get prescribed medicine, you have weird side effects from something else in it. So doing the home remedies, and you go to click that link for that, or that book we're sharing right now, is you can refer to that and know exactly the different side effects you may feel, blah blah blah. So you look like you're trying to say something, Lisa.
No, I just put that link in there, and it says uh, Morgan's Moonshine. So I was like, well, why am I sharing that?
Huh?
I just copied her. Maybe. Whoop.
She may be busy. I don't know. I haven't talked to her in a few days or so, but it's
Yeah,
all good.
thumbs up with yours.
Huh? I don't know.
Mm.
We'll get it all figured out one day.
Usually it says search, uh, share.
Yeah. David, how you doing, buddy? David Dance. Hope you're well. I know you're not well, but hope you're healing fast and things are going good, buddy.
Usually it says copy the link or share.
Huh.
I don't see it. If I post the group that it says right here, it brings you to your group.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah. So, oh, that's weird.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm not very techie savvy. I hate it.
I'm learning the new computer, but I'll look on the
Yeah,
phone.
that's weird. So, theoretically, if you put that there and it's bringing up my page,
Come
yeah, she's at dinner. Can't help me. Oh well.
Well, there it says we are on Princess Moonshine's page. Technical problem streaming, and
Well, it
little.
shows that we're already. Oh, okay, okay. I see what you're saying. Gotcha, gotcha. Perfect. Thank you, Lisa. Awesome.
It brings you right to this video.
David Dan says doing pretty good. Healing all up now. Getting ready for rehab. Cool, buddy. I'm glad to hear that, man. Really glad to hear that, man. Oh
Yeah,
yeah, all of a sudden people joined in.
yeah.
Welcome everybody again. My co-host Lisa Day, Ditch Witch. That's why we called it the Witching Hour, using potions and stuff for self-healing and taking care of problems. This time of year is cold and flu season, so we wanted to touch base about some simple remedies, maybe some not so simple, to help with your colds and flus. It's that time of year, so we figured, hey, hey, Fred, thanks, buddy.
Yeah.
Hey, Morgan, how you doing? So, I guess the first thing to talk about is the various thing I just said, the cold and flu season remedies. Now, I don't know if you guys can read that very big or very well. I'm going to try to blow it up. And the only way I know to do that is to blow up my screen. Can you guys see that just all right or no? If not, I'm going to, like I said, it's going to post this later onto the group page of the chat, uh, highlighted for herbal remedies. So just let me know if you guys can see that or not.
The top one is ginger.
Ginger,
And
elderberry, garlic, honey, echinacea. These are natural remedies, cold and flu season. Turmeric, peppermint, and rest and hydration.
yep, thyme and chamomile.
Yeah.
The other two in the bottom.
Oh, I didn't see those, did I?
Yep, they're in underneath the comments on you.
All right. Well, thanks for sharing that, Lisa.
Yeah,
Um,
ginger is usually good on your throat. Yeah, it's a sore throat and relieves nausea.
yeah, it does. I remember my mom giving me ginger powder whenever I was nauseous.
Yep, yeah.
Hey,
You make those candy.
Kennedy. What, Lisa? I'm sorry.
You can
I was
make
saying
those
hello.
little candies. It's like you
Yeah,
take like you're
yeah.
gonna make hard candy, but you just use ginger instead of
In
flavoring.
fact, I think I have some in the house. But I was
Some are
not.
better than
I was
some.
not
Are
able.
better than,
Go ahead.
I said some are better than others.
Yeah, for sure. And again, it's a body thing, just like our taste preference is different from each other. So one remedy's not going to suit you; it might be another one.
Right.
But I was not able to download that video of JB doing popcorn Sutton's cold remedy.
I wrote
Um,
I wrote down the recipe.
awesome. I meant to email it to myself and then put it in the comments. I ran
Yeah,
out of time.
yeah. I made out the recipe so people can see it.
Cool. Yeah, that'll be on the chat as well. The popcorn Sutton cold and flu remedy is
Yep.
naturally it had whiskey involved.
Yep. It was
And we all grew up, or my age group grew up always knowing about hot toddies. And generally that just consisted of a little black pepper and a shot of whiskey along with a teaspoon of honey.
yep.
That's generally what it was.
That's almost like the recipe to the JB Raiders, the popcorn thing.
Yeah, yeah.
They added ginger and red pepper flakes, juice of one lemon, and Powerade.
The ginger, like we discussed, helps with the sore throat and allergies and whatnot. Also, with the red pepper, I want to highlight is it helps reduce the fever. Well, it helps you sweat
Yeah.
to sweat out all the bad shit.
Yep.
So
And
that's why,
black pepper hits different receptors and stuff than red pepper, so you
right.
use both of them.
Yep.
You get the benefit of
And
them
some
both.
people don't, and that's fine. A lot of times when you hear about that remedy, that old fashioned remedy, you don't hear about that, the red pepper being put in. So,
Yeah. Well, way back then, when they probably didn't have hot pepper like that,
right?
you know,
They just use whatever they have
yeah,
pepper.
a spice import.
Like my mama always said, why bother trying to pick out the fly shit from the pepper? You're not going to notice the difference.
You're not gonna know. It might stick to your tongue a little bit more, but
Maybe just a little bit. That's funny, Lisa. So, we're talking about cold flu. There's one thing that's going to be posted as well. I'm going to get this a little bit better organized with future podcasts on this, on the witching hour. But these will be on the chat, like I keep talking about. I'll make it either tonight or tomorrow morning a chat with all this stuff. The information we're giving you tonight and want to show you, we'll have on there. It's hard to show these here because I didn't condense it enough or something, but I'll figure it out.
oh
This
yeah,
is another remedy for colds and flu, for that matter, and they call them T bombs. And this is the ingredients and the instructions how to make it. Then when you're ready for it, you keep it in your freezer, and then when you're ready for it, you put it in a teacup with hot water, stir it up, drink it down.
yeah. They had on those. It's the lemons and ginger, a head of garlic, turmeric, black pepper, cinnamon, cayenne pepper, apple cider vinegar, honey, and water.
Yep. What is? I have a question. What is ACV? It says a half a tablespoon of ACV.
Apple cider vinegar.
Ah, duh. Stupid. I had a '60s moment.
Yeah, I'm wicked bad with those abbreviations like that. I had to ask Santa the other day about JCJ. What the hell was
Uh,
JCJ? He said it was jungle junk can juice or something.
uh, or how
And
about CRS? I got a problem with CRS. Can't remember shit. So that's another good reason why we'll make that on the group page in the chats. We'll make that chat to where you guys can know what
well,
we're talking about and
screenshot
see stuff.
this, you can blow it up. If you
Hello?
screenshot, you can blow it up.
Right.
On
Yep.
your phone. That's how I've done a few things that you shared. Off
Trying
and
to get rid of this thing. There we go. Bye bye. So these are just like cheese or whatever, and like when we talked about a hot toddy. Sometimes one ingredient I left out on that hot toddy earlier was lemon juice,
lemon.
teaspoon of lemon juice. Some people leave it out because they don't like it bitter, but there's a bunch of different remedies out there for that. And I'm sure you all heard about hot toddies, and you know how if you haven't, look it up. It's not bad. It
Yeah,
definitely helps sleep. Like JB Reader says, uses 103 proof, not 100 proof, 103 proof.
yeah, yeah. There used to be one that was like milk and whiskey or something.
Huh.
That was,
I
seems
don't
like
think I've heard of that one.
I'm trying to remember. I haven't seen it anywhere. I have to look it up. I just thought of it when you said that.
Huh. All right. That one I haven't heard of. And again, that's a good reason to start this chat on the group page so we can all share that. We can share information, different kinds of hot toddies, what they recommend.
Maybe
Uh,
somebody else, maybe somebody else knows what I'm talking about. I guess I don't. We got Jennifer Kennedy, Earl Wilkinson, Hydro Man. How you feeling, hon? Mike Frayne.
hey, Mike. Hydro Man. Hey, Earl. How you guys doing?
Tuning in to watch us.
Cool. Cool. Awesome. So, um,
Probably how to
what
handle
do
your
I talk about? Huh?
probably how to handle your herbs if everybody knows how to make sure they're dry and storing
Yeah.
them. Get them out
Yeah,
of the
absolutely.
bags. Get them into glass
Oh, wrong one. Sorry.
and label
Well,
them.
that one, like how to store this one here,
Yep, yep. That's the one I'm on too.
that'll be on the page as well. All this stuff that we're showing you here tonight will be on the page. So if you can't see this, you will be able to.
And
You
it
did
says
your
dried herbs
go
should
ahead.
be used within 12 months. Tinctures can remain effective for 3 years. Capsules should have a used by date on the container. So if the herb is good within 12 months, so you've got a year, anything that changes color or has any mold or bugs in it, get rid of it. It's pretty much the gist of that one.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. It gives you that. I have to scroll and get rid of it there.
I had wondered about tinctures, and it says 3 years.
Yeah, that's what I've always heard is three
Yeah.
years. There's a couple that are less. I think there's a couple that you have to watch that are only a year. Cassie's here. Somebody said, "Oh, Mike said hello, Cassie." Or did you mean Lisa? Cassie might be watching. She said she's at dinner. Trying to unwind from tilling the
Ooh,
garden all day. Wow. Yeah, it's that time of year. And speaking of which, you guys can get your herbs and your spices Um, I just went today and got some at Home Depot. I'm planning on planting them tomorrow. I'm going to be planting more just so I can have my own and make my own tinctures and whatnot. And I've already started doing that. When I didn't have my own growing, I ordered off of Amazon or whatever. You can buy it at the grocery store, some of them, or you can order it on Amazon. Like a lot of us, we don't carry around a lot of bay leaf. And
Yeah, yeah. Get them in the cooking
but
section.
there's a couple of those that I was mentioning. I think there's one that I showed that a second ago by accident.
Yep.
That's your allspice, But you get allspice at the grocery stores. I would just give an example how you know you can look it up on Amazon or whatever and have it delivered to your door, and not even worry about going to get
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Amazon's amazing.
it. Then there's one other one that I like and I've used, and it helps a lot, and it helps with your lungs. And it's I can't even remember now.
Mullen. Mullen.
uh,
Mullen.
yeah. Here we go. Just as you said, I found it.
You want to get a good leafy looking mullen if you do buy it. Look at the pictures that they have. You don't
Right.
want stems and stalks in it. I mean,
Yeah, you want mostly all leaf.
you want a
All the
good,
stems are going to be the back of the leaf.
yeah, there's goodness in the stems and stuff, but that's cheap shit.
Yeah,
If you get a good one with all it, it'll look like gray,
it's
you
it's
know.
kind of like sweet pea. There's too many sticks in
Yeah, yeah,
it. A lot of us avoid making sweet pea shine because of that. You get that real earthy flavor. I mean, it really does taste a lot like dirt. So
yeah,
yeah, don't get the cheap one. You'll taste dirt.
yeah, yeah. With mullein, a lot of people with mullein, they think of it for the lungs, but they use
Yeah.
the flowers off it for earaches.
Oh, I
You
didn't know
put,
that.
yep, it's great for earaches.
So with
Veg,
the earache, do you take it ingested or?
no, put it in your ears.
Oh,
Yep,
we did.
yep. You make an oil out of it. You use a vegetable oil or an olive oil. Vegetables don't spoil vegetable oils, and your nut oils and stuff won't, spoil. My 2-year-old just came out and laughing. And so if you use a carrier oil like that, of course I can't think of the other ones, but jojoba or whatever it is,
Yeah, I think personally, I
oil.
like using the virgin olive oil,
Yeah, yeah, that's what I use most of the time.
even extra virgin. I don't know how you get
Castor
it.
oil.
I thought a
Castor.
virgin was a virgin. How do you get
I
extra
know.
virgin?
We're gonna be teenagers through this whole thing. Castor oil is another good one.
That's hey, it was because of castor oil. I can't even talk. It was because of castor oil is the reason I was born the day I was. I was past due. My mom was sick of it. She was done. She wanted to have me. So the doctor sent her home and said, "Get some castor oil and you'll have him tomorrow." Sure enough,
Yeah, wow, nice. Castor bean is actually poisonous. You
right.
can make poison out of it, but somehow
Well,
they boil it or whatever to get the stuff out of it. But
I love how Morgan said, "I only know how to handle one kind of herb." Well, we can talk about that too, Morgan.
I was
I
going
know
to say that
that
we talked about the stems and stalks in your baggie. That was what I was thinking about.
Hydro Man says he has a jerky and fruit dehydrator. Always use it on the lowest setting. When
Yep.
using slow is better. Low and slow, baby. When we make our shine.
Yeah, you don't want it to get too hot because it'll. You said nut oil. I did.
Hey, Where's all that oil, almond oil, and
Yeah, there you go. I totally lost my train of thought. Put a dehydrator, you do it just real low because most things are thin. It's not like you're drying a pomegranate. Something that's big and will take a while. When you lay all your herbs out, they're nice and thin.
that's another one. A lot of these tinctures we're talking about, if you don't like the flavor of it or anything, you can always add pomegranate to it.
Yeah, you can add anything to it.
Right,
You
right.
know, yeah.
But what my
Make a
point was, a lot of. Go ahead.
screwdriver.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
You can make a screwdriver and add a shot of tincture to it.
There
You
you
know,
go.
cover it up. It's
I
usually.
I was shit. Now I lost my train of thought. It's all good. Yeah. Oh, the hydrator. Yeah. What I was referring to was like a lot of times you can put it in a mixed drink, if you will, use it like a mixed drink,
Yeah,
like you have pomegranate juice
yeah.
and then drink it down that way.
Cranberry juice. It's
Yeah,
good for you. Yeah,
orange juice, any of that, right?
cranberry juice is really good for your urinary tract. Oh yeah, you get it. Albuterol.
I
Breathing
saw that.
treatment. Yeah. When I
Cool,
was.
buddy. Just relax, Randy. Just relax, man.
Yeah, does a body good. Rest does.
Yep. What is it? Starve a fever, feed a cold? I forget which way it goes.
Feed a cold. I think that is how it goes.
Starve a fever, feed a cold. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Uh,
He has the antibiotics. Don't be drinking.
no, dude. Dripping mountain brandy. Oh my God, this is so good. Randy, what the hell? Dude, you're not you're not supposed to be drinking. What the hell, man? I'm gonna mute you. I'm gonna
Yeah.
block you.
It will. Antibiotics and alcohol don't get
They
along.
don't they don't go together, dude.
Yep.
Oh, here you go. Jennifer's giving you some advice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. That's good to know. Thanks, Jennifer. We got
Yeah.
all kinds of doctors in here.
I was surprised how many people do know things about herbs around.
Yeah.
Jennifer's got a
And I
couple.
love the idea that it's becoming more and more popular about these healing self remedies and stuff. These books are becoming very popular. And if there's new people in here that didn't catch the link to that book, I'm going to put it up here again if I can find it. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, that albuterol is hard on you. When I was sick, it made me congested. The congestion I had was at this level, and then after I did the albuterol, I felt like I could breathe better. But like an hour later, I was fogged up. It just
Yeah,
seemed to fill.
I don't think I've ever had the albuterol. Yeah, I've heard a lot of weird shit about it.
Yeah, yeah. It
Well,
made me feel better for the first hour and stuff. It's like, wow, I can breathe pretty good. But it just seemed to like pull all the mucus out of the corners, and then all of a sudden your lungs were just heavy. You
wow.
know that.
Well, speaking of which, there's also that we did touch somewhat on a like a vapor rub. Didn't we do something on that, Lisa?
Yes, we did. I'm looking.
Was it syrups or was it salves? I can't remember.
I'm going down through the pictures now, trying to remember. There was a couple of the bombs.
Yeah, I think I
Two
just
bombs.
showed the one. Oh, the bombs. Shit, how did I miss the bombs?
Salve making.
There you go. There it is.
Yep, that's the one I just that's clicking on the bombs.
Yeah. So it
We'll
goes
share
into
these.
detail on how to make it. You can make a simple one, but a lot of times it's oil and beeswax. So again, I can't emphasize enough because the way I structured this, it's hard to see all this and read it and know what we're talking about. That's why I got you the link. I can't tell you the page number because I got it blocked. But if
I
you
be
click
able
that
to.
link and go to that page, it shows you, and you can download that. It's free. It doesn't cost anything.
Yep.
And
38, I do believe.
pardon what?
38. The page is 38.
Oh, okay. Page 38 on that link. If you click that or go to that link and check it out,
It tells you how to make
you can
stuff.
follow along and see what we're talking about because it is page for page. Again, the link's free. It doesn't cost anything. It's just a link. It's the digital version of this book.
One of the things I wanted to touch on was the whorehound.
Yeah.
When
Yes.
uh, Tim Smith just brought whorehound into the forefront again,
I
and
saw
people,
that. That's
yeah,
good for bringing that up because we're moonshine and we're talking remedies, right?
yeah, licorice root, marshmallow root in with
What?
the whorehound. I know marshmallow root helps with the phlegm.
Yeah. I never heard of marshmallow root until a couple of days ago.
Yeah, yeah, it's uh, I can't think of the word. There's a couple different types of them, uh, flowers that they're the family of. I usually have the word, but can't think of it. But a simple infusion of horehound, just a tea, 1 ounce of the herbs to a pint. Candied horehound.
Cool. Yeah, I remember having whorehounds as a kid, but as an adult, I haven't had them in years.
Yes, yeah, yeah. They weren't very great tasting. I can remember the smell. And horehound, it's just like your mint, uh, but it's thicker. It's almost like the mullein gray, almost. You know, but horehound, it is part of the mint family. It's just a
Right.
little thicker and more roughly the leaves are, and it goes everywhere.
You need to
She's
grow some.
books. She shared.
Huh?
Jennifer shared a couple books that she had. She's got some good books.
Cool.
Terrible
Good.
70s.
I've got a couple others other than this one, but Lisa and I both share this book, so that's why we decided we're going to go off of this one. There's going to be a lot more things that we share that we find on the internet, Google searches, and stuff like that too. But we want to start off so everybody can be on the same page. That's why I shared the link to go to so you can see what book we're going from.
Yeah. Yeah, there's that picture of Whorehound.
My friend, skunk grease. Abel Parker, lemon juice, mullein, and ginger is good for lungs.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, I know. Lisa, you turned me on to that mullein a long time ago. I was having breathing problems and whatnot. And I'll tell you what, it helped me.
Yeah. Yeah. It helped me. I smoked it, and it's a great alternative to cigarettes.
Huh, I never knew that. See,
Yep.
learn
Yeah.
something new every day.
Yeah.
You
It's
learned it today, right here.
yeah. You can roll it right up. It's just like a cigarette.
Yeah,
It's not nasty tasting. You'd think it being gray and kind of fuzzy. You're like, what's this gonna taste like? It burns
leaves.
nice. Yeah, it's a great alternative to
I
cigarettes.
I smoked grapevine when I was a little kid.
Corn silk. I remember
Yeah.
smoking corn silk.
Hey,
Using
welcome in, Mark. Shadow's here. Yay! Can you all see my comments? Yeah, we see your comments, April. I just went over it. Your lemon juice, mullein, and ginger. And now can we read your comments? Yes.
Dandelion is a great cleaning herb. It'll clean your system,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
liver and urinary, detoxifies,
Kidney,
corns
yeah,
and warts.
it helps detoxify, and I can contest to that.
It says it helps with hypertension, brings down the blood pressure. It makes a good coffee too. If you take and dig up the root of a dandelion,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
dry
Every
it.
bit of
Yeah,
every bit of the dandelion is edible, or anyway. Yeah, every bit of
yeah.
it.
I
Oh,
remember.
you ahead of me.
I remember we used to do the hot, warm, well, not hot, but warm tea. We used to have cows, and you milked them. And sometimes, if they didn't milk right, or you'd get mastitis up in there, and it's like a cheese that grows up inside the tit,
Yeah,
and it doesn't come out right. And we'd dunk it in that in dandelion tea to clear it out.
yeah. That's funny. I'm thinking, like, we got Famunda cheese and toe cheese, and
No
now we
titch.
got fit cheese.
No titchies. Yeah. But like somebody with a new baby, and they're not feeding on a regular schedule, baby's not taking on, or you know they can get the same thing. It's really uncomfortable.
Right.
So dandelion tea is good for that, nice and warm. Dip your boobies in something warm.
Hey, Toby, how you doing, buddy?
Hey Toby. No, they don't taste well. What doesn't taste well? Dandelions.
He's asking. He's more. His last comment was, "What's the best way to use dandelion?"
Yep. Boil it, the leaves, you know. Uh, just eat it like spinach. You drink the tea when you're done with it. It's
Yep.
not bad. You can put it in your salads. You
Yep.
want to get smaller leaves and kind of soak it in water to get that sap out of it. It's got white sap. Broken off a lettuce. It's got like a white sappy stuff to it. So soak it in water a little bit, and that sap will evaporate. And then you can boil it just like spinach, put it in your sandwiches. The colder you keep it, the better before you use it.
No, you also can mix it with other herbs and flowers, for that matter,
Yep.
and spices to make a tincture to where you add ginger or whatever to get all the healing benefits in one.
Yeah. It says it
I drink a tea.
detoxifies the body like a
I drink
blood
a
purifier.
tea. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Lisa.
Says it detoxifies the body like a blood purifier.
Yeah. I've been recently drinking a tea that's got a bunch of different flowers and herbs in it to help with my liver and kidneys. And it's been helping tremendously. And dandelion is one of them that's in it.
Yep. Yep. The flowers, you can wait and if you're watching them, and they first open that first day, the yellow flowers, you cut them off, like I said, soak them in water and get that sap out of the stem of it, and then dip them in like in batter and fry them. They're really good. They're really good. Some people make like a lemon cake and put them in there, the petals in there. So you can eat just about all of it.
Yes, Hydra Man, it is on YouTube as well. Toby says cooking bacon. There you go. I like that idea, Toby. Seems like comments. No, Mark, they might not be lagging. It's just me lagging, keeping up with the comments.
Cooked in
Yeah,
bacon.
hey, leave it to Brian LPR Shine to say this comment. Dandelion wine. There you go.
Yep.
That's a hell of a good one. And hell yeah. Then you turn that wine into a brandy and look out.
Yep. My grandmother used to make dandelion wine. I remember
And Earl Wilkinson can make wine with the jelly. Make
It's
it
a good,
with jelly. Make jelly. Yeah, I'm sorry.
yeah, yeah, jelly's a good one.
Jennifer says they're delicious. Toby says I cook all greens and bacon. Toby, I don't doubt it, brother.
Yeah, I like bacon.
That's funny as hell.
Yeah.
Bacon. Anything's better than bacon. There's no lie. Yeah, I had a thing on dandelion. I thought I could be
Yeah, I
wrong.
just had it on here. Yeah. Page 68 or 69.
That's not it.
Page 69.
69. I don't know where page 69 is. Okay, let me get my book. I'll look at 69. I don't have it, the picture to show everybody. Oh, yeah. Identification, edible use. The entire plant is edible. Yeah,
Inflammation, arthritis. Because there's a dandelion salve too recipe.
it's good for digestion problems and liver, gallbladder. Helps heal the liver. It's awesome, especially for us guys that drink a lot of whiskey and moonshine.
And the dandelion salve is dandelion flowers, 1 cup. 1 cup of your carrier oils.
This is sounding more and more like the super plant because the more I read about it, it's like, damn,
Yeah,
it
yeah,
prevents iron deficiency. It treats hypertension, boosts the immune system.
yeah.
Good job.
Lowers your blood pressure. Yeah,
Yeah,
there's a lot it does.
fights inflammation and arthritis. Damn. Controls blood sugar, urinary tract disorders. Man,
The other one people
sign
should
me up for
look
some dandelion.
up. Yeah, let them grow on your lawn. They're good for the bees.
We used to go out. Remember those damn? They like a little shovel. They were dandelion pick. You got the root and all. Get out of here.
Yep, yep.
How many dandelions I threw away in my lifetime?
The other one people should look out for is burdock. You know,
Burdock.
the horses get in their tails and the dogs come home covered in burrs. That root is really good. It's in a cancer medicine. If you look up cancer treatments, it's called Easiac, ESSIAC, and there's dock and burdock, yellow dock, and ginseng. Golden seal are the 4 in it, and they're really good.
Oh,
It helps quite a
damn,
few
I'm
things.
missing out on the comments again. I'm watching you, listening to you. I'm into it just as much as everybody. I
But
think I'm
burdock,
more into it.
I think burdock was one of the next pages.
Oh, I need to put that back up there. Hold on, Dustin. I'll put the link back up. Let me find it again. There it is.
I posted it on Morgan's Moonshine.
Yeah,
Hey,
thank you, Lisa.
it's in that in the post where I said we'd be on tonight at 8. If you scroll down in there, it's in there. The link to the book. But burdock, I don't know. I've never used like the flowers and stuff, and it says edible uses. The leaves, stems, and seeds and everything are edible. I've never used anything like that because they were always in the cow pasture. You
And we
know,
don't want to go digging around out there.
no, we dug up the roots and stuff, but we didn't eat none of the foliage.
What up, Freddie? How you doing?
Detail
Uh,
the liver, but
Mark
that one,
Morris says this part about the book. There it is right there, Mark. There's the link. And I have the physical book. This is a way you can click that link and or go to that and you can refer to this book and keep it. You can download it. It's free. It doesn't cost anything. And you'll always have it as a reference. And that's the books that the book that Lisa and I are referring through today is that book.
Just to click it, it doesn't load up on your phone though. You know,
Oh,
it
it
doesn't
does.
take up your memory. It's always on the website, on the Google website, so it doesn't take up your memory
Cool, even better.
on your phone. Yes, yeah.
Yeah,
I
you
use
put a
a ton of books, but they all download onto your phone, and people don't have space for that.
So I hope we got back to the thing you missed, Mark, where you said I missed the part about book. Okay, so you got that. I hope. Freddie, what up, Freddie? Looking forward to seeing you, Freddie. Hope I see you soon. And I think Hydro Man was talking about the burdock. He didn't know what the name of that plant was. It was burdock, right?
Burdock.
Huh?
Burdock, the dandelion. He knew dandelion, so it must have been the burdock.
Okay.
He said he'd have to pull him up by the bucket.
To keep me in dip shape, at least one dip of ground dandelion per day. Should keep the doctor away. I thought it was an apple.
Yeah.
Did you see that post somebody put on one of the moonshine groups about? I think it was a moonshine group. I could be wrong, but about don't feed the bees your wasted fruit, or something like that, or wasted apples, or because they could get diseases from them. Like, dude, growing up, there was apples everywhere, and they would rot, and there's bees all over them.
Right. Huh.
I didn't understand the point of him saying don't do that, and I'm like, well,
Yeah.
they do it naturally.
Yeah. Well, maybe it's some of the wax that they put on fruit. You know, like people buy fruit now. You
That's
know,
a good
some
point.
wax
That's a good
coating.
point.
It's that.
I didn't think of that, Lisa. Thanks for pointing out. It could be something about preserved apples. Don't do it. It could be very well.
Brian LPR, yes, bees. Maybe he knows. He was talking about having to feed them before the flowers come out.
Brian, did you and I talk about this before, sir? Because I'm a beekeeper. I don't, not currently, but I have been. So did I miss something? My luck, we already talked about it, and I just forgot. I
Uh,
have to try one of these.
I was trying to think. Calendula. I'm not sure. I got.
What was that, Lisa?
I didn't save the picture of the calendula. Calendula is another one that is really good. It's edible and it's really good for you. It's healing. You put it in your salves. It's pretty popular. It's easy to grow. But the flowers, you can eat them in your salads or put them in your sandwiches or whatever. And I used to put them in little ice cubes for the kids because they thought it was pretty. Just freeze a flower in an ice cube,
Yeah,
you know.
it is pretty.
Yeah, they do. You get a bunch of them, different, flowers, little lilacs and stuff.
And that kind of goes back to something we talked about earlier, too. We talk about freezing them.
Yep,
Um, we did a couple of bombs, right? Yeah, cold and flu tea bombs.
yep, yep.
Hope you guys can see that. If not, like I said before, we're going to be posting this on Morgan Moonshine group page, and it'll be in the chat. It's called something herbal medicine or something. I don't know. Something back, something about herbs.
Herbal chat.
Gonna be an herbal chat. You click on that and get all these recipes and stuff like that. If you want to add comments of your own recipes or remedies that you have, please feel free to share. That's what it's about. We all
But
get
that,
each other better, right?
that one is a flu and cold tea bombs,
Yeah,
2 lemons, 2 large bunches of fresh ginger. That's a lot of ginger.
I got a lot of ginger.
A whole head of garlic,
No.
turmeric, 2 tablespoons, black pepper, 2 tablespoons, cinnamon, 1 tablespoon, cayenne pepper to taste, half of a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, 1.5 tablespoons of honey, and 3 cups of water. That's why lot of water, but that's still a lot of ginger. But
Then
blend them
when you
all
get,
together,
go ahead, Lisa. I'll let you finish.
blend them all together till smooth. Strain it in the cheesecloth. Uh, Pour it all into a muffin tin or a ice cube tray and
Ice
freeze
cream
it.
tray, yeah.
And then when you're ready for a hot tea, you make your tea like you normally would, and throw one of those in it.
Done.
You know, and
Safe, preserved, and easy to go.
yeah, throw them right into your whiskey.
Good, right? Think of
You
that.
throw them right into your whiskey. But the tinctures and poultice, uh, yarrow. Everybody has yarrow around.
Yeah.
It's a white flower, uh, named after Achilles. Achillea is the name of it, and that's a popular poultice for sores and sprained ankles and bruises. Uh,
It's funny how you can take these plants and it's going to help heal your bruise.
yeah, I'm trying to think of the legend. Achilles, his mother baptized him in the river, and she held him by the ankle, and he
Yeah,
ankle, and that's how she healed him was with yarrow, and that's how they named it Achillea after him. But there's also another one that he, wounded in battle with his ankle. His Achilles heel.
right.
I kind of like the idea of hanging a baby upside down by the foot and trudging it in the water.
Damn, Lisa.
Yeah, it's easier to remember. Give me your little Brett.
Damn, girl. I can tell you're not ready to have kids anymore.
No, all three of mine survived. They're doing well.
That's funny. Hey, for those of you that don't know, there's the link to go to the book. It's free. It doesn't cost anything to download. Or you can click. I think that link there just takes you each time you go to it, right, Lisa?
Yep, yep. You just click it and it'll bring you right to the book. And
And
it's ailments in alphabetical order. Sometimes it's harder to find because, like, cold and flu is under influenza or something. You just gotta go down through and read them. And the infectious diseases, is it has cold and flu and influenza, but it also has venereal disease and gonorrhea. So syphilis, all of those are in the same category. But that's what it is. But as
yeah,
reading the decoctions is more with water, whereas tinctures are with alcohol. I
yeah.
don't know why they make it different than a tea.
I don't know.
Oh, it's from the woody parts of plants. So if you're using leaves, you make a tea. If you're using the woodier, barks and roots and stuff, you boil it longer and use it longer. They call it a decoction.
I know. Just recently, I was making the root beer extract. I did one without cooking it down, and I did another batch cooked. And the cooked batch is coming out a lot better
Yeah,
because there is a lot of bark and root to that.
yeah.
So, uh, Freddie says moonshiner Tim Smith made some medicine with moonshine and herbs. Yes, he has.
Horehound.
That was on the show. Whorehound. There you go.
Horehound. I remember being a kid and just laughing at the name.
Right.
I was allowed to say it.
Mark Morgan says our lavender started blooming, but after that storm last night, it may be destroyed. Oh crap, dude!
It'll come back into it. If the
I just,
flower,
I just, I
if the
Gully
flower's
B.
pretty sad, snip them off. It'll shoot more.
The lavender is a good one to have. Lavender is good for a lot of things. Um, I know I watched an episode where Danielle Parton made a moonshine out of a lavender moonshine. So
Yeah,
you can take that, do that, and then use that moonshine to make tinctures out of lavender.
yep. Says it's a very good nervine and sedative, antiseptic, anti-anxiety.
Here's one for you, Morgan. What's the deal with sleeping with salt under your bed? Even heard about it? No, Mark, or ever heard about it? I've never heard about sleeping with salt under your bed.
I've heard of sleeping with an onion beside your bed. You take an onion and cut it in half and leave it beside your bed, and it sucks all the bad air and
Huh.
stuff and cleans because the onion doesn't look very good at the end.
I know I have seen stuff on Facebook and whatnot, social media, where people have taped onions to their feet when they go to bed, and that
Yeah,
draws out a lot of toxins and stuff.
yeah, yeah. Well, that it looks awful. The next day, it's like got black on it. Yeah,
Just
it
knowing
will.
that's
Well,
coming out of my feet, that's disturbing.
I'm wondering if sleeping with salt under your bed is kind of like the witch's circle of salt. You protect yourself by putting a circle of salt around yourself. I
There you
wonder
go.
if
The,
that's something to
the
do with.
boogeyman won't be under your bed.
Yeah, you wouldn't be under there. Get him. It says it's good for urinary tract, lavender, urinary tract infections, respiratory problems, lowers blood pressure, aches and pains, kills lice.
I don't think I'll have that problem.
That oil that you made there, that'll kill lice too because they suffocate in the oil.
Sure.
If you
That
put
makes
that on like a hot oil treatment and put a baggie over your head or saran wrap yourself or whatever.
You know how many grandkids I went through doing that?
Yes.
You get rid of the damn things. 3 days later, they got them again because the kids at school got them.
Yep. Yep. I remember having to tell the kids when we went to like a Goodwill or, even Kmart or Walmart or wherever when they were growing up, don't try on the hats. Leave the hats alone. you know?
That's an Alan Bishop question. That is an Alan Bishop question. That's good.
I don't know. I didn't see it. I'm trying to catch up. That's Dustin Carter. What would be an Alan Bishop question? Oh, the salt under the bed?
Yeah,
Yep.
I think that's what he's referring to.
One night during podcast, I was drinking tequila and I got up and it was like this whole circle of salt all the way around me. I was like, I got a protection circle. Getting wild and crazy with the salt.
I guess. Were you there? You had a whole shitload of salted popcorn.
Yeah. I had to laugh because sometimes I'd get the salt all set up and then I had to open the bottle and salt would go. I had it everywhere. And after you've had a couple tequilas, you don't care where it goes.
Right? Hydro Man says onion works the heart of the onion slice on a saucer will draw impurities out of your air.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah, that's used to be with the plagues. People with the plagues would put onions beside them. And they had them all in, like the, what was that nurse, the famous nurse there that went around and comforted everybody.
Yeah. I
No,
can't remember.
she was
I can't
placing
remember.
onions.
Roy Warner says drinking dark vanilla beer at Thunderhead Brewery for St. Patty's Day.
There you go.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Yes. Snake Day.
Slices on your feet with band-aids and socks on Charles.
Yeah.
There you go.
like putting a potato on a zit. And you take a little
Never
piece
heard
of,
of that.
yeah, you take a little piece of potato and you put it on a zit, and you know how like you get a potato and you're peeling your potatoes, you get covered in that white stuff.
Yeah,
You know, that's it
starch.
dries it right up.
I think it's called starch. Now, Mark Morgan says my grandmother believed in burning sage monthly.
Yep.
I, hey,
Yep.
I got some right here.
Yep.
Once in a while, I burn it out here.
Yep.
They also say
That
honey on his head. Never heard of that one either. I was a beekeeper.
yeah, on a zit. Yeah.
Damn.
And
See,
we were
learning new stuff. We're all learning new stuff. Where
with us. It was always toothpaste. You put toothpaste on a zit. When I was in high school, I
was I all these years?
I didn't have many zits.
Oh, yeah, I did. When I was a little young man, yes, I did. Those teen years,
Oh,
I
my,
just knew I was going to grow up and be a Scarface.
but the poultice, that was a real good one because like yarrow and plantain are a common herb, and they're really good for cuts and sores.
There's another one. Let's see. What was it? I'm trying to find it. I can't. There's that dandelion salve.
Yep,
Can you guys see that okay? Screenshot it or?
we'll share all these on
Yeah, we're going to share them, but I mean, if you just
that one. You
want
can
to what, Lisa?
that one you can read really well.
Yeah, some of these came out good. I just need to learn how to do it better.
Um,
I'll get there one day. This
I like the
podcast turned into something someday.
but those poultices, you know, it's like if you're out somewhere and somebody gets cut, like Randy stabbing himself with a knife there. If you're out in the woods, you know,
Yeah,
use the yarrow or uh,
and make a salve.
yeah, and, well, it's just a little bit of. You don't really have to use water because they have juice in themselves, but a little bit of water and yarrow and what was the other one I just said? I just said it. This one's like mullein. Oh, plantain. But they say mullein makes a nice poultice too. But like
Huh.
sometimes, like people have those. It's like a big zit boils.
So
They put a
go ahead.
poultice on it and it pulls it out like a drying salve.
Yeah. My
Yeah,
mom used to do. Yeah, I had some
yeah.
on the buttocks.
My girlfriend used to have a really bad one. She used to have it lanced, but for a long time we kept it going off, you know, so it would pull it out with a poultice, and it was
So what justifies it being a poultice?
it's mostly just the plant.
Okay,
It's
all
you
right.
don't put much water into it.
So it's not like you take the plant and mix it with oil or any other
Yeah, and it stays on.
water.
You know, you leave it on there. Like they have a mustard plaster. You heard of those for cough
Yeah.
and cold? They make a mustard plaster for your chest, and you just leave it on there, and your body sucks it in.
Sweet.
I should have thought of that one. That one's a good one.
I'm getting behind on the comments again. Damn it. Where was I?
Randy was,
Oh yeah, what the don't waste starch. Oh, is it? Pop it. He's always got something funny to say.
yeah, Mark Morgan would have potato peel on a sore. His grandmother would put it on. Says it draws the infection out of it.
Cool.
He just thought he was too poor for band aids.
That's funny as hell. Oh my god. We were taught to find a pine tree that has that been scraped or
Yep,
scarred. It bleeds, sap.
yep, yep.
The white stuff will burn, but it seals a wound up half inch wide. Yep, I agree. Yeah, I've known that for years. I think I learned that in Boy Scouts.
Yeah,
That's a good one, though.
natural glue, natural glue.
Did I miss something? Matching blue.
No, it's a natural glue.
Oh, natural glue. Yeah, it
Yep.
is. It's awesome. It is a great fire starter. Get
Mhm.
enough of
Yeah,
get you a little, get you enough of it on a branch. And I don't care if the wood's wet; it's going to burn. Used to always want to go camping out here in the forest here in Florida. They're all over the place, and I'm sure Randy's got them out there where he's at. He's in Florida, but I make sure that's what I start the fire with. I get those branches, and they're going to burn.
around here we grab birch bark. It's like paper, you know, and you can
Yeah,
peel layers out of it. It's
I'll
easy to
show
start.
that again. So if you guys, again, well, I've got you can get the real physical book on Amazon. That's where I got mine. The Lost Book of uh, Herbal Remedies. So Nicole, the writer of this book, was on the show Alone, and she suffers from multiple sclerosis. And she was on the show. She's doing very well, eating herbs.
Yep, yep.
She knew all kinds of different things. She knew the remedies. She was an herbalist, and she was also a professor, right?
I don't know. I don't watch it
Yeah,
really.
she was a professor at some college. I can't remember what college. In fact, she may still be. But she's the one that wrote this book. She was on the show Alone. I watched that episode. I was really big into Alone back in the day. It just got to where it was kind of boring. You fall asleep. But um, she was on her way to win. I just knew she was going to win. And then her multiple sclerosis started acting up. She found some herbs that helped, but what just she couldn't find all the herbs or the better ones at the location that she was at. So she opted out of the game. So for that very reason, her multiple sclerosis started acting up. But she even talks about in this book how she treats her multiple sclerosis. It's not a cure, but it helps.
Yes, yep. So,
So yeah, great woman, great attitude, great personality, uh, just all around good person. But check out that book. If not, just click on the link like it's up there and check it out. It's a good book. It's a good read. A
yep,
lot of good information in there. Can't
yeah,
go wrong.
yeah. Usnea is another one. It looks like that sphagnum moss that comes off the tree. I don't think sphagnum's the right name. You know, the trees in the Louisiana bayou, you know, and they
We
got that.
got them here too. Spanish moss.
Yeah. Well, it looks just like that, but it's Usnea. It usually grows on sweetwood, you know, and you can grab it, and when you go to tear it apart, it'll have like a ligament inside the stem when you tear it. It's like this rubbery ligament. That's how you can tell the difference between Usnea and Spanish moss. They look a lot alike. See, I don't have Spanish moss up here, so I don't have to worry about it. But
Yeah.
in your areas, you would have to worry about it. But when you grab it and you pull it apart, it's like the uh, shell of the stem comes apart, and there's like a ligament in there that stays that you have to snap. And that's the difference between the two. But usnea is a really good cleansing and purifying and detoxing,
Cool.
and that's readily found around. Once you
Hey,
see
good evening.
it everywhere.
Hello, Richard Henderson. How are you, sir? Randy, um, dude, I read your comments. I'm not going to highlight them because I want to keep the thing up there, but um, you're talking about you'd like to go down the creek tomorrow, dude. You just got out of the hospital. You just got back from the hospital. Rest, dude. Rest. I'm not coming out to see you tomorrow. We'll do it another time. Rest.
Yeah.
Damn, man. You're on drugs. You're all hyped up. Let's go. Let's do something.
Yeah, I feel better. Yeah, ginseng is really good for you. And the ghost pipe, you were talking about ghost pipe the other day.
Right. Yeah. Randy, I talked to Randy about. I was supposed to go see him tomorrow, and with him being sick, no. But it's late in the season, but it grows pretty abundantly where Randy's at in
Oh,
his
no.
location. So we were gonna go look for some pipe, ghost pipe. But with him being sick, and also it's the late end of the year, probably missed it for those flowers. But yeah, the
No.
ghost pipe or Indian pipe, otherwise known as, it's great for pain.
Yep.
It's a great antioxidant.
Well, you figure I still have snow now, and we find ghost pipe in the early summer, you know.
Wow.
So it has to have the right conditions. You know, if you
Yeah.
ever rolled
Right.
over an old log and you see all that white webbing, the mitochondria or some it's called
Mycorrhiza.
mycorrhiza. I knew it was a mica something. I knew enough to be able to look it up.
That's a
Yeah.
very good for growing.
Yes. Yep. And but ghost pipe requires that.
Right. It does, and you're absolutely right. I'm glad you brought that up. Mycorrhiza. A lot of people buy it. You can buy mycorrhiza,
Yep.
and it's a fungus, if you will, but it attaches to roots and expands. It helps these plants with the mycorrhiza, and it gives them more nitrogen and everything else that the plant needs. That the mycorrhiza is giving it.
Yep. Yep.
It's pretty cool
They said
process
it.
and how it works.
Yeah, they said it was almost like the nervous system
Yeah,
and of the forest because the plants pull what it needs out of it, and it kind of passes information
the
around.
mycorrhiza gets the nutrients from the roots that it needs, but it also gives the roots, the plant, the nutrients it needs.
It needs. Yeah.
So it's pretty wild. It's an
Yeah.
awesome process. In fact, I bought some just to try it out, and it works pretty damn good. You can add mycorrhiza to any plant, and it's going to help.
Yes. Yep.
But like you were pointing out, Lisa, the ghost pipe or the Indian pipe has to have it. No question about it. It has to be present.
Yes. Yeah. Well, when the
The
ghost pipe,
mycorrhiza,
you have a jar of water and a jar of alcohol. You dip it in the water to get all the, like the moss and anything else that's crud on it. You dip that to clean it and then put it right in your alcohol because it immediately stops losing the good properties out of it. If it starts to turn purple, you're losing time.
yeah.
So you got to dip it. And my grandmother would put it right in alcohol immediately.
Yeah, Richard, you're about an hour late, buddy. We started at 8 o'clock. Then he says, "What are you saying? Ghost pipe? No, ghost pipe. Like you pipe you smoke. Ghost pipe.
Yeah. It's a little
Well,
white plant.
it's like
And it,
the best way I can describe it is like a orchid, a little
yeah,
baby orchid,
yeah, it is. I think it is actually an orchid.
but it's pure white. And like you said, Lisa, as soon as you cut it, or it goes purple pretty quick.
Yes. Yeah, you want it in.
When you make the tincture out of them, it's purple.
Yeah, yeah. Nice color, yeah. But it's really good for pain relief,
Right.
toothaches, and ulcers in your mouth. It's good for.
I went past one. Hold up. Hydra Man said Jennifer Kennedy is very knowledgeable on these as well. She's also a vampire. She draws blood and cooks very well. Nature country girl. She would know what's what. Absolutely, Jennifer. I'm glad you're here. I know she was here earlier making comments.
Yeah.
Glad to have you ask questions, and please feel free to give us advice.
Yes, yeah. She's got a couple good books. We were talking about the books. I sent her this one, and I think she might have had this book too.
Okay,
And she was pretty knowledgeable about what she was doing. We chatted a little bit a couple times.
nice. Mark Morgan says there's another plant that is supposed to be good for pain. Can't remember what my grandmother called it. Um, Dude, it's just on the tip of my tongue. I know what you're talking about, and it is. And
Oh, the wild lettuce.
yeah, it was
Yeah,
out on the market there for a while. It was being sold on TikTok, and yeah,
yeah, yeah. They call it Indian cocaine because the
yeah,
Indians dry it out and it looked like cocaine, and they would smoke
yep.
it and inhale it. Yeah, if you take
Richard Henderson says, "Isn't mistletoe a natural painkiller?" I've never heard of that, but I wouldn't doubt it.
it is, but it's poisonous. Mistletoe.
By all means.
Yeah, mistletoe is poisonous. So there's like this happy, in between. I
Wow.
look up in the book, but mistletoe is poisonous.
Ghost pipe. I'll look it up. There's tons of different here. Lots of yellow flowers. Mine. Yeah. Yeah. Um, Again, Randy, get well, man. You're gonna make yourself worse, dude. But we'll check it out. We'll catch it next season. It's all good.
What did she need to drink for headaches? I'm not sure.
Uh, There's a bunch of them out there. Can't think you'd be right offhand,
Yeah, I was just trying to think. I usually would be able to come up with something, but we've already talked about most of them. So,
right? There's something that I recently thought about because I was having a headache and I can't think of what it was. No, you're good, Richard. Yeah, look it up.
beating the
And
chicken.
again, for those that are coming in late or haven't heard yet, we'll be making a group chat in Morgan's Moonshine page about this, and we'll be posting these remedies and recipes on there as well. So you can go to that, click on it. Also, I think we already have the link in there for this book. So if you go to Morgan's Moonshine, what is it called? Lisa Herbal Chat or
Oh no, that one's just you and I. We're the only two members in that one.
no. Oh, okay. I thought you put something on Morgan's Moonshine page chat.
Oh, on the post where
Oh,
I said we'd be on at 8 o'clock Monday night.
okay. All right.
Scroll down through the comments. I put the link to the book.
Well, a lot of times where there's a group, you get there. There's also the chat, so you can make up different chats. But there'll be a herbal chat that I'll either put on here tonight before I go to bed or tomorrow when I get back from Jacksonville. But just click on that link about the herbal chats, and you'll get all this information that we're putting out here tonight. Uh, Sorry I couldn't do the pictures any justice so we could all read them. I'll try to work on that and get that better, but at least you have at the minimum next time. I think what I'll do is give the page reference out of this book. The things that we're going to be talking about are
Yeah,
coming out of this book.
I've been trying to keep up with it. Lemon balm is another one that people like. Lemon balm. It's easy to grow. It's one of the mints. Goes everywhere. I can't.
Dustin Carter.
But the lemon
Moonshine.
balm, anti-inflammatory and regulates thyroid. I didn't know that. Digestion, Alzheimer's, and dementia.
Nice.
Heals skin from aging.
Randy asked the question: are there any of these plants we shall discuss should collect the yeast from
Pollen.
or pollen? No, I don't think so, buddy.
Yeah, not that you'd be able to isolate it. Like Sometimes
Right,
when pine pollen is falling, it covers your car. You know it's pine pollen, you
right.
know, or, you know, like in the fall when everybody gets the goldenrod wheezies, you know. Goldenrod is really good for, yep, goldenrod's really good for it, actually.
Say hi to Charlene. Hi,
I,
Charlene.
I kept calling her Marlene the other night. I had just stupid head. I went to look up her chat and I'm like, all right, let's look up the chat. And I'm like, why don't I have her chat anywhere? It's because I was calling her Marlene. I have a friend, Marlene, too.
Don't feel bad. I do that shit all the time.
Yes,
You can
lemon balm
go.
is really good. Antioxidant, anti inflammatory, aids
That's
in
what.
digestion, heals skin. 1 tablespoon of fresh lemon balm in 1 cup of boiling water.
That sounds easy enough.
1 pint jar of 80 proof or higher. Fill the jar 3/4 full with leaves and pour the vodka over it.
I thought of a question today. Maybe you might be able to help me answer. So now, like when I, sorry, I'm digging around in my bag here. Now, when I started looking into extracts and stuff like that, and doing tinctures, and you use alcohol, and it's a proof. Now, does the higher proof? Now, this might sound stupid, but make it a better tincture, or does it make it a better extract? Because the reason I ask that because I get my root beer. I used to get my root beer extracts from Lorraine,
Yeah.
and there was an extra proof, like as a high,
Hmm.
one little vial was equal to 4 teaspoons, kind of thing.
Hmm.
It was extra potent. So I'm just wondering if they did it in a high proof alcohol to make it extra potent.
All of the tinctures that I've seen listed here, they all say 80 proof or higher,
Right.
or other alcohol beverage. I
So
wouldn't. I don't know if it would actually make it work quicker. Maybe
I
it
don't,
would
I
play.
don't necessarily mean quicker, but more powerful.
Yeah,
So
helpful would be whatever you put into it. You got to put more into it to make it
okay,
more powerful.
that makes sense. There you go. I was just thinking the high proof draws more of that out in the
It
extract,
might. It might do it
makes it
quick.
more stronger. Because I know I've been doing this vanilla for 4 months now, and it's the strongest vanilla I've ever smelled.
Yeah, it might do it quicker, but it won't make it stronger. Stronger would be whatever you pack in there for herbs.
The more herbs you put in, right?
Yeah.
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
And like if you uh, go to a friend's house and they have yarrow and you say, oh, I'm going to make a tincture of it, and you only have this much in a jar, make that much. And say a month and a half later, you go over there again, you can pour the liquid out of first jar and put it into the fresh jar of yarrow, you know, and just keep making it,
Gotcha.
bring it up to a nice, you'll see the color and you'll be able to smell it inside the alcohol. It won't smell so much like alcohol anymore. It'll have an herby smell depending on
Right.
what you use.
And so that brings up another question I have for you. So when doing these tinctures and extracts, do I want to wait till the alcohol smell is gone?
No, because it probably won't disappear. In like
Okay.
in lavender or something really, you know, high smell, it might, you know, like roses, when you do roses, rose petals, you know,
Right.
the alcohol smell diminishes a little bit because it's a strong
So,
fragrance, but
so
it'll be there because the alcohol's there.
so like when I go to the store and buy a vanilla extract,
Yep,
and I don't smell any alcohol in it, I smell vanilla.
yep, 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 but it's there. I remember as a kid, we would go and do laundry at the laundromat. Next door, there was like an old folks' home, a motel. all the old folks went there. And my mother would say, "Don't you go buying Mr. So and so his vanilla extract," because he'd drink it. And he'd con us kids into going up to the store to get vanilla extract for him because we could buy it, and nobody'd know,
Yeah.
I just, yeah. But I remember her, yeah, I remember her saying, "Don't you go buy him any of that vanilla extract."
The dude's doing shots.
Yeah, yeah. So the old timers.
That's right. Well, yeah, gotta have that corned beef and cabbage.
Oh yes, I get a late start on mine, so I'm gonna have to eat it tomorrow. I wonder if
What
anything should
ones
put.
have I personally used? I don't know.
I've used quite a few. But my grandmother took me around everywhere. I was always tied to her apron string. My mom worked, my dad worked, so I was always with my grandmother, and she foraged. And I remember just being a little kid and having to hang out with her and do what she did. And that's where I learned it. And then after I became an adult and had time on my hands after a while, raising the kids once I got past, going to school and stuff, I started getting into it again in the 90s. And I went through a Herbal Healer Academy and got my Herbal Healer certificate. And that was my start to it. But I've used a lot of them. The
So that kind of with that, you sharing that information about you, share a little bit more with us about how you got the name Ditch Witch.
yeah, I worked road crew, and I'd be down in the ditch with a shovel, and I'd find something growing. I was like, "Hey, before the bucket loader gets at the excavator, get out of there. Let me pick this before you, dig that out." And I'd always go around and pick everything before the excavator could get in there. And so they said I was some kind of a witch, and I was always in the ditch, so they called me a ditch witch.
That's funny.
Guys get picking on each other at work. What are you, a witch? And because I'd hand them something, I'd go, "Hey, put this on your sore, on your hand, leave it there, chew it up a little bit and put it on there, and rich." And I liked that better than dusty because I always had the broom that dusted the intersections so the
Right.
motorcycles were safe. And then we get a huge cloud of dust, and there was me in there, my little respirator and the whole 9 yards. So they called me Dusty for a couple years. So I like Ditch Witch better.
I kind of like Ditch Witch.
Yeah,
Not
yeah,
that you're a witch, just it kind of sounds
yeah.
better than sounds better than Dusty.
Well, my kids thought I was a witch because, like, you get a bug bite, you take your fingernail and you put an X with your fingernail. You make an X on the bug bite, and it stops it from itching. My kids thought for the longest time that you put a hex on it. So my daughter thought I was a witch too. You know,
Mom, am I a witch?
she
Am
was
I
only
going to
like
be a witch like you?
she was only like 3 years old when I got the name Ditch Witch. So
Uh,
she
there you go.
so
No
she
wonder.
always thought I was a witch, and I had all these bottles of stuff, kicking around, and was always drying, grinding, doing something with them. So I
Right.
used to have a big show of an apothecary. Had everything.
My right now, Mark, to answer your question, I've done one that I've been using a tea for to help cleanse out my liver, and so I take that tea and whatever is left over in that tea bag, I've been putting in a jar and I fill it up, and then I fill it up with the 110 proof moonshine, and I'm going to let it sit. That's going to be one of my tinctures, and I'll just use it instead of drinking the tea. I'll just do a couple drops, and there you
Yeah,
go. So that's one of the things I've been working on. It has dandelion in it, as I mentioned earlier. It has some other herbs and flowers, but it's supposed to help with the kidneys and your liver.
yeah,
So, and personal for the last 3 weeks. I've been drinking this tea, and it's huge, huge help. I'm telling you, I feel a whole lot better. I have more energy, and when I go to the bathroom, I don't have a problem. I go,
Right.
and um, it's amazing. It really is. So I'm anxious to have this tincture 6 months down the road, or however long I want to make it take. But that way, then I'm just doing drops, instead of drinking the tea every day. I'm also working on some extracts. I got root beer extract that I did. I talked about it earlier. Roots take a lot of time to extract, a lot longer than your leaves and your roots and stuff like that. Your bark, your roots and branches and stuff, they take a lot longer, of course, because they're harder to draw all that out, the tectins and all that. But so I'm doing the root beer, and the point that we made earlier, somebody made a comment, and Lisa, we were both commenting on it. One of the root beers I took and I cooked it just like I was doing my syrup, and then I took the all the herbs and spices out of that, and get ready to sneeze. Cold season. Uh oh. There. Sorry. But and then I did one with just the herbs and spices without cooking it. I made the extract with both, and the one that got cooked came out much better. Just saying. So, sometimes you have to experiment. Not knowing I didn't know how to make a root beer extract or which was the best way to do it. So I have
Yeah.
to experiment. But I do know when I make my syrups, all the herbs and spices I use when I make the syrup. So that's what I use. But that's another one I'm working on. I'm working on a beard balm.
Yep. That one
In
was
fact,
good.
today was the first day I used it.
Yeah. Just a couple drops is all you need. Put it, in between your. I use that on my hair.
And
My
what
hair
was that?
dry. Is what?
And what was that?
The uh, hair oil, the rosemary hair oil.
Yeah, the rosemary. All it is rosemary and olive oil.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
You can use
But it's
castor
got a
oil.
nice smell to it. I like it.
You can add peppermint. Peppermint encourages hair growth because it encourages the follicles and cleans them out. Peppermint's a good additive to it. Chamomile, hibiscus.
Chamomile, that's one I forgot.
That's another thing women can do. Men, I don't know if they'd try it, but vinegar rinse for your hair. You take vinegar and water. I always water it down because it's so strong
I
smelling.
think I'll use that.
But you take vinegar and water and mix it half and half. And after you wash your hair, you don't use your conditioner, but wash your hair, get it all done, and then dump that half and half vinegar and water over. It really does good with stripping the waxes and stuff off your hair that all shampoos and stuff now, they got better ones, but a lot of shampoos and stuff have
Cool.
wax in them.
I like this comment with Richard Henderson. I know that vanilla extract seems to make best between 80 and 100 proof. And the same for anise. I started experimenting with extracts a little over a year ago. Shoot me your address and I'll send you. Dude, I'd love
Yeah,
that.
that's really cool.
We'll exchange, buddy.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what I got and tell me what you want. Back and forth.
yeah,
That works. But also, Richard, that you're here and you're on here, and I know you're a part of Morgan's Moonshine Group. Feel free to join that chat with your knowledge and your experiences. I'd love to have it and share it, man.
on the herbs for men one. A lot of
Oh,
those
yeah.
herbs I can't get hold of. Probably with the internet now you can, but the only one I can see on there was nettle. I could get hold of like out my backyard. But with you
Yeah.
guys, saw pimento and ginkgo, katuba, macuna. See, I
I
wouldn't
don't-
even know what half of these are.
Are you on the Lion King? Who to come on?
Makuna Matata.
Oh shit!
Makuna Kataba, they're the two on the top. And
Right?
Makuna Kataba. Herbs for men.
Nettle. You
Ganda.
get nettle where you're at, right?
Yes, nettle. And there's a few types of nettle. There's stinging nettle and dead nettle.
Okay.
Stinging nettle, you'll know when you get hold of it. It does sting, and the flowers of it, they're kind of prickish. I'm here to go. I'm 12 again. Uh, they're kind of prickish. Uh, like what is it? Beech nut? Is it beech nuts that are, have all the little spikes on them?
Yeah.
Kind of like that. And the hairs on it, you'll know when you get into stinging nettle. But stinging
Yeah,
nettle,
you will. You
good.
will.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that use stinging nettle and dead nettle. Dead nettle, you can get a lot of it for flower gardens. A lot of them have really pretty flowers, kind of like self heal. I can't think of the name of it. Prunella, self heal. Once you see it, you'll see it everywhere. And that's a real good herb for sores and bug bites and cuts, and pretty much says what it is, self heal. Uh, uh, the one that
Charlie
clings to you uh,
Charlie says she's been working on cups all day.
all day. I bet. I'm trying to think of what's the name of that one that sticks to you. Uh,
Oh, the tick
Cleavers.
tight.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, we used to call them tick tights.
yeah. Oh, they'd come. It just sticks to you, and you go to rip it off. It's like Velcro, coming
Yeah.
off. That's a real good blood cleanser.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's they look like little beans, little flat beans.
Really? No. Uh, I don't know if we're talking the same thing. The leaves are all splayed out, and the stem comes out of the middle of them. Cleavers, it's called.
Oh, yeah, we're talking about something different. My bad.
You might need shepherd's purse. Shepherd's purse is like that.
I'm not sure.
Seeds,
Now I'm confused. I have to think about it.
but
Where
cleavers
was
are
I?
good. So.
Ditch wish is better. Here in the sticks. It's a machine for trenching, for
Yeah,
water pipes.
yeah, yeah. They put in wiring and pipe and drainage. Yeah, I've driven a couple of them. You rent them.
I'm going to try to catch up on these comments.
That's why my name is right together, Ditch Witch. The company name is Ditch Witch,
Ah,
and my word is right together. I
there
always,
you go.
yeah, yeah. They're quite
Yeah.
a machine. It used to be my profile picture way back when. I had a little Ditch Witch
Huh.
profile picture.
You
That
need something for a
rosemary,
straggly beard. I got LOL.
yeah,
Dave,
yeah,
Dave.
rosemary and peppermint
I
in,
meant rosemary. I said sage.
yeah, rosemary and peppermint in the olive.
Oh,
Yep, or castor oil. Castor oil is really good for you.
and to the best part of that, Mark, you don't have to wait.
Yeah, yeah,
You just mix it in there real good and use it.
yep, yeah.
It's
It
got a
smells.
nice smell.
Yeah, it smells almost instantly. I took some of mine out and put it in a squirt bottle, and every once in a while it jams up the squirt bottle because it's too thick. But it works really good, and it rinses out.
Roy, to answer your question, Roy, I'm just drinking Coke.
Yeah, I haven't had a drink yet, really.
I think I had my fill last night. But if somebody was to call shots,
Yes, there's Spider-Man. Do we call shots?
we'll do our own remedy. Nobody ever called shots, so that's okay.
White.
I got
No?
a list a little tiny bit left of hydro bands. Paul's pecan pie. It is delish. I don't have
Oh,
much left
reading
of it.
box. Yeah, that's good.
Guess I got to ding the bell, don't I?
Ding, ding, ding. What
Don't
about it?
just grab anything, Lisa.
Get Randy's strawberry still.
There you go. Hydro Man, this show's about you, brother.
And it's always so hard to get open.
Ah,
Yeah, so let's strain my boobies going that way.
uh-oh. Hey, is there a tincture for that?
Yeah, it's not gonna go. And I'm the one that put it on there. Sure. Tequila, it is.
It's the strawberry. It's that
Tequila, it
sugary. That's funny. You're gonna need a tincture for your boobies.
yeah, yeah. I can feel it right through your sternum. Trying to do the Hulk thing. I just see a flower down here. Primrose is another one. Women.
Yes.
It's really good for women. Primrose.
In fact,
And
here in a second, after we do a shot, and I catch up on the comments, I'll screenshot, not screenshot, but I'll show on the screen remedies for ladies. And one that's on there I'll mention too, because I'm a moonshiner. This pecan pie that Randy's Pawpaw's pecan pie, awesome.
Fuju, no barking.
Man,
But the primrose, I know it's good for
sip of tea for
women.
you, Randy. No shots. Only if you when you're doing remedy teas, Randy. All right, Lisa, I'm waiting.
Balances women's hormones. Says that arthritis and skin diseases, eczema, whooping cough, asthma, blood pressure, and cholesterol. So there's a lot of things that does. Evening primrose, and that grows everywhere.
It does.
Yeah.
So we did a shot real quick.
You
Or
take
no?
the flowers and you put them in oil, and the oil will turn orange.
Oh, she's doing shots of tequila. Look out. She's doing it the real way.
I'm doing it.
Pecan pie. I love it.
Hmm.
Hydro says, Miss Lisa, if there's any wild plant down here that you need that I can dehydrate for you, I'll mail it to you.
You ready? No, if you guys come across the ghost pipes, they're really rare up here because we have such a short season.
Right.
You
I
know,
think we got like a 3-month season for them. So,
see, 3 months is our whole, summer, our whole.
right.
That's it.
Yeah, we called shots. We did that. I'm going to catch up on the comments. I know the bees love nettle.
It's
It
recent
grows
feet of snow.
over our yard this time of year. Not sure which one they are, though. Oh, which nettle it is? Is that what you're asking, Richard? I got to get caught up. Purple flowers, yeah. Roy asked, Mark, have you ever worked with white wheat and white milo? No, I have not, Roy. And then Richard was talking about that nettle being purple flowers. That's the one that's in your yard, Richard?
Yes. Yep, and the regular nettle doesn't have them burry flowers. They're both
Yeah.
creeping phlox. Yeah, I don't know what that would have. I know a lot of the old timers had it. I don't know what. I think urinary problems was the creeping phlox.
Huh. Creepy flick has some type of, okay.
Yeah, I'd have to look that one up. I know it's a really old plant. You see it around the old homesteads.
Addictive to do a shot. You're right, Mark. You're absolutely right. It is. And it goes hand in hand. It really does.
Yeah.
Just for example, I belong on another moonshine group, or a gentleman popped in there and said, "Hey, I'm new to the group, but I have been making my own alcohol for a while. But I want to know, and I want to ask the question: what do I do with my herbs after I've ran a gin?" I told him, "You get a tincture,"
Yeah, take a tincture. Yeah.
and everybody commented back that they thought it was a great idea. I don't know how much doing the gin and how much of that gin's going to take out of those plants. I don't know.
Well, the other thing is, once you make your tincture, you're gonna have to watch for the top of the jar to have condensation, because you'll be putting a little bit of water in
Right.
there. So you'd want to get that water out of there so you don't cause like a skim of crud on the top. So you'd want to maybe put a coffee filter over it and let it air out, like you do alcohol.
Richard said, "Isn't sage a good cleanser?"
Yes. Yep. It's just like your
Roy,
orange peels and your lemon peels. You put them in vinegar and then strain them out after a week, and it makes a real good house cleaner.
Roy called shots. Hydro says,
Roy. I knew I loved you, Roy.
"Snuff is best due to it being moist and full of tobacco. It stops a child for screaming. Hold it down."
So just dunking them in the water.
What the hell are you even saying, Hydro?
I like the way you think.
I just play with you, man. Mark Morgan says, "I was trying to be respectful on the shot call tonight." Appreciate you, man.
I was
Yeah,
ready.
I was on Brains last night, and I indulged a little more than I wanted to, or that I anticipated to. Not
Yep.
supposed to do right now. Antibiotics for okay.
But if you click that book, you'll be able to look up the ailments alphabetically, and it'll say, like, for digestion, it'll say ginger, and it gives you the page number. And then you scroll down further, and it'll start giving you the plants all in alphabetical order, so you can look up the plants too.
I
Fun.
like that, Roy. Roy says sponsored by Hydro Man.
He bought me drinks the other night on ladies' night.
Oh,
That's what,
nice.
yeah. I figure if every people that send me handshakes, I'll say that they bought me drinks all night.
There you go.
Next Thursday is LPR. LPR will buy me drinks all night.
Nice. Oh yeah, Thursday. Yeah, ladies' night.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah. I'll drink for you tonight, brother. Thank you, Roy. Or I think he's talking to Randy though, because Randy's can't be drinking.
Ghost pipe is hard to find once you see it. If you've seen a white, colorless little, it looks like a pipe. It comes up and
Yeah,
takes over. It
yeah.
looks like a pipe stove down in the ground.
It's a
Uh,
tubular flower, and it just kind of beep. And
yeah.
it looks like nothing. It really don't.
And just remember, you only take a third of what you see,
Right.
because it
Please.
needs that to replenish. Because if you don't let it replenish, you won't have it for years to come.
Right. And you won't be able. It'll always be back around that same spot too. So
Right. So they say don't
yeah,
take more than a third.
yeah. If there's three,
On,
just take one.
yeah, on those they say less. Take a third of a clump, and the rest should survive. Some things you can wipe it right down to the ground, like peppermint.
Also,
You can wipe the whole thing right down, and it'll grow right back. But ghost
when
pipe,
you
be careful.
when you do collect them, you want to make sure you wear some kind of gloves because you don't want that absorbing your skin.
Yeah,
It's very powerful.
you will not feel any pain.
Well, it might be a good thing.
Yeah.
It's all the way out there, they're hurting me.
I remember my grandmother. She told me if it starts to go blue and purple, you're losing the goodness out of it.
No.
So you want to use it immediately. She had one jar of water. She'd dunk it in water to clean off the crap, and then she
And That's a good valid point too, Lisa. If you're out foraging for it, make sure you take something to put it in.
Yeah,
Alcohol. Take a
yeah,
half a jar, whatever you're collecting, and make sure when you collect it, put it in there right away.
yeah, right away. That's like one of the only ones that I've heard of that you have to do that to.
Yep, the one only one I know of.
Yeah, they say it
Yeah,
starts to lose its goodness right away.
if you're searching for that, you're foraging for it. Make sure you take a jar of shine with you, or half a jar or something, or a pint, something.
I'll
Yeah,
send you a picture, Richard, of Ghost Pipe if you haven't looked it up.
the
I'll write it down.
fermented garlic, ginger, and honey in the fridge for about a year or so. Is it still safe to use as a product immune booster still?
I don't know about fermenting.
Yeah, I don't know if after it's fermented, I don't know. I wouldn't know why not.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a good question, but I don't have a good answer for you, Richard. Sorry.
If there's nothing growing in there, I mean, it's some good shit. Garlic and ginger and honey. They're all like the perfect foods, antibacterial, antifungal. And honey is
Yeah.
honey. That's wicked good.
Worst
So,
thing you can do to honey is the only thing that'll make honey go bad is water.
yes. Yeah. Yeah.
You,
Yeah.
that shit lasts for thousands and thousands of years, but you get water, it's done.
If it crystallizes, you can just warm it up and it'll go right back to its form.
Yep.
What was that? They showed it in a hot frying pan and they poured some honey in there and it immediately made the uh,
Oh
beehive,
yeah,
the
yeah.
little
Um,
honeycomb
it
shapes
was
in it.
Big
That was
Easy.
cool. It was what?
Big Easy did a video on that, and that's what he does. He shows you if it starts taking the form of honeycomb.
Yep,
It's pretty wild.
I'm writing it
Yeah,
down.
Big Easy did a couple of those videos.
And I wrote down Marlene again. I am so sorry, Charlene. I know your name. I really do. Oh
The
my.
Beehive, yeah.
Understand me. Please understand me. It should be good. I mean, I
Yeah,
hear. And
yeah. If you're having stomach issues, it's good for indigestion.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's good for ulcers. And somebody was saying, like, what is it? The stomach lining gets upset. Diverticulitis?
I can't remember the name of it, but I know exactly what you're talking about because I have
Yeah,
issues.
diverticulitis, maybe. But it's good for that, too. When your
Yeah.
stomach, is inflamed, something has really bothered it.
After my motorcycle accident, I was on pain meds for a long time, and it ate the lining of that lining that you're talking about in my stomach. So it's hard for me to take any kind of aspirins or anything like that anymore. So
Yeah.
natural remedies like what you're talking about would be good though.
Yeah. Well, aspirin, salicylic acid, the oxalis, the little plants that look like four-leaf clovers, but they only have three. They have
Yeah.
little tiny yellow flowers. That's oxalis, and that's oxalic acid. That's a good one.
She smiled. That's okay that you forgot her name. Not that you didn't forget it, you just spelled it
I
wrong.
came this close. Came this close. I do have a friend, Marlene, and that's why it comes out so easy.
I
H. pylori. Uh-oh. He's
don't know
pulling
what that
out,
is.
he's pulling out the big words.
Are you giving the scientific name?
I can usually figure those out.
I only know family names. Some of those scientific names for plants is like, no, they doing it. I hated it going through college. I was like, no.
I had a book that was only listed as the Latin names.
Oh my
So
God.
down in the glossary, I'd write down like, for rudbeckia, I'd write black-eyed Susan, and I'd know. Or echinacea would be the coneflower. Echinacea is another one we haven't covered too.
Well, here's one. Richard responded to your comment about what it was called.
Diverticulitis, yep. Large intestines and colon, yep. It's an infection right in there.
Right.
But your cleansing herbs would be great for that. Your garlic and your uh, ones you just had in your thing. I can't think. The tequila mine now. It's a
With one shot,
bacteria
Lisa?
like octopus insect.
Oh, that's interesting.
Peloria?
Huh?
Maybe Peloria? I'm not sure.
I'm not either.
I'd have to look that up. I have to write it down now. Yes. The other one is that kratom. Those things that they're using it to treat an addiction, and it's great for pain.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
But they really frown on it and don't spell it right on any of your comments. If you spell it, use a 7 instead of the T or something, because Facebook frowns on it.
Huh. I didn't know that.
No, echinacea is a coneflower.
Yeah.
Yep.
It is. It's a nice flower.
Yeah, and that's really good for.
Echinacea is wonderful.
Yep. I have a bunch of echinacea seeds I saved. I just sent some to Tom. He had asked me for some.
Oh yeah. We
Yeah.
need to get Tom on here, don't we?
He's
He
knowledgeable. He's knowledgeable. I was talking to him about ivermectin, and it's a wormer for animals, but it's a parasite. It's a cleaner for your body, and people use it even if they don't have um, parasites. They use it. It's high in the cancer treatment. It's like they're hiding all the goodness in ivermectin. Pylori, helical.
That's what he was talking about. That's what he was trying to say earlier. We were trying to read it and go, what the hell is he trying to say?
Huh. See, that might be something I can't get up here.
Well, write it down. Write it down, Lisa.
Yep.
Please.
Pylori.
Please, while you got your pen and paper. I didn't mean to bark at you and tell you what to do.
No, that's fine. Santa will look up at the camera and he'll go, Lisa, can you do that? Lisa, what's that name? So I'm used to it. But I have people, they call me all the time and text me all the time, this is that and this and that is wrong and what can I do for it?
Cool. Awesome.
Usually I have same go-tos, because up here we're limited. You guys have a broader band.
Right. That's why I say if you write it down and let me know, I'm in Florida. Most everything in the world grows here.
Yeah. Like you said, the Pyloria helical. I'm going to look that up.
Helical.
If I can figure out how.
Well, I'm going to end it here. I think we've been into this for 2 hours, and it was called the Witchy Hour. It's good. It's all good stuff. I enjoyed everybody's comments and everybody being a part of this. And for the first time, I think next week we'll do it again, and we'll touch on some more of the same topic. I think just because it's a big topic and it is that time of year, cold and flu. If you guys want to put in the comments or put on the group page in the chats, as far as recommendations, what you want us to cover on coming up soon. I'm sure we're going to be covering over allergies, things to help with allergies, because allergy season's coming up real quick. So
Pylori helicobacter. It is a little wormy looking thing.
Kind of like a
It's
nematode.
a type of bacteria that lives in your body. Causes stomach ulcers and the lining of your stomach, upper part of your intestines. Because we were talking ivermectin, and that's what ivermectin does. It gets rid of like tapeworm and all those things. So
Cool.
I guess it gets rid of pylori helicobacter.
All right. That's good to know. I don't like worms.
No, and now I know. See, I
I
never
don't
looked
want no nematodes in me.
at. Yep, no, no. The only worms we worry about is checking their bear meat. Bear are really full of worms, and like in the later part of the summer, the bass and the sunfish and shit get wormy. You have to worry about it, but hey, there you go. See, he knows. I told you, people are pretty knowledgeable.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good, and I like it. And I'm going to learn a lot from this. I'll probably learn a lot more than what our viewers are, but it's good. It's good that we can share this information and get this out. And I like it. It's cool. I hope more interest, and it has already. The interest has grown quite a bit on self healing.
Yes, yes, yeah.
Thanks, David. Appreciate it, man.
Thank you, David. Thank you. I'm glad you guys are interested in it. Thanks for the support. We'll all learn together. If we don't know, we'll look it up.
Oh yeah, Richard.
I found out
Mark,
about worms.
next Monday we'll do it again. Same time, 8 o'clock.
Yep.
Hopefully it'll be a little better organized. I won't promise anything, but
Well,
yeah,
by the
I thought it went over pretty good. Lisa, you're very informative and appreciate you 100% being a co-host. Should make you the host is what I should do.
no, that's fine. I can. I like being in the background and filling in.
Me too, Mark Morgan. I found a new. All right, I'll do one more shot because that's all I got left of this pawpaws pecan pie. We'll end it. We'll end the podcast with a shot. And I have too. I found a new hobby. I absolutely love it. I'm addicted to it, and I'm out buying plants and looking up stuff. And what do I need for this? And that's the end
It,
of it, there, Randy. I'm drinking the last shot of your pawpaws pecan pie. Shine on, everybody.
I'll get you some echinacea together.
I think we got a lot of that down here. Or are you talking to somebody else?
No, I was talking to you, but anybody
Oh,
if they can't get hold of it, it takes an awful lot. You're better off to buy it because it takes an awful lot to pull up the root and use. So you're better off to buy it. But it's nice to grow in your garden and go, look, I got echinacea, and everybody thinks it's a big deal because it's a good cold and flu herb, and they're really pretty, and the bees love them.
yep.
I try to. Foxglove is another one. Foxglove is so dangerous. It's a
Foxglove.
digitalis. It's a heart medication for and I always say, if you got a heart problem, you don't just suck on a leaf. You go to the doctors. The herbal things are for these smaller
Right,
bothersome things that you
right.
can do on your own and not and make yourself feel better. And
You're absolutely right.
yeah, some of the
Appreciate you too, Mark Morgan. Richard, thanks
yeah,
for coming in, hanging out. Loved it. Enjoyed every minute of it. Lisa, I'll be talking to you soon.
yes, yeah,
Thanks for joining, everybody. Really, really enjoyed it, and I hope it was enjoyable for you all as well. And you get a lot of out of this. And we'll, like I said, we'll keep doing it once a week, and I think it's going to be doing a pretty good thing.
yep. Want the link to the book and you can't find it, contact me and I'll send it to you. You
Yeah,
know,
absolutely. Same here.
if you want anything, what was that you talked about? Text me. I'm right
Yeah,
here. I might not
cool.
get to it right away, but I sit down and look every so often. Bye, guys.
Richard, Richard wants some echinacea.
All right, there you go. I'll send you some. I have three
I was
colors.
just about to click the end of the stream and that popped up.
Free colors. I'll send you all the seeds.
Thanks, Roy.
Yeah.
Appreciate everybody. Good night.
Bye, everybody. Love you.